Morning, Heather from Heather's Zenful Crochet. Today's video, we are going to review what I am taking to my booth this week for the Christmas in July event. So I showed you some of the things that I've made this week. I did go through my inventory that I had up in my closet of my seasonal items, pulled some of those things out so I can take those. And I've got that big Grinch I was talking about in my last video I want to show you, so stay tuned. We are going to go through quite a lot of stuff that I'm taking to my booth today. It is today. Today is Sunday, July 13th. The Christmas in July event does start today, so I'm going to go take this stuff over to the booth today, get everything all set up, and then, like I said, it lasts a week. So sometime next week, I will let you know how it went, let you know what sold, what didn't. We'll see how much I make from the event, so we'll see. Stay tuned and we will review how the Christmas in July thing goes for me. So, alright, so to start with, we'll just start with this. I've got two baskets here. I showed you this. I did finish this guy. This is my little Christmas Grogu. So I did stuff the hat a little bit, and I did sew it onto his head. I am wanting to go to Walmart and get the little pom-poms and just glue a pom-pom to the top. So he's got the little white ball on the head. I would like to do that before I take him to the booth. So my Grogu. I'm going to tell you the prices too, if you like. I got him for $25. My other Grogu I sell and sold for $20, so I figured with that hat added onto it, I could charge $25. So I've got $25 on this guy. This one I made in one of my, it was the A to Z challenge, a little narwhal. It's not Christmas, but he's never been in the booth before, so it'll be a fresh face for people to look at. My little narwhal, and I've got $12 on him. Alright, my dragon. This one I made, this was the Share the Love Challenge. I made this guy for the Share the Love Challenge. Really love this guy. He's not Christmas either, but he is just too cool not to put in the booth. I've got $20 on him. Alright, and this was also another A to Z challenge for X, the Xbox controller. I have $10 on that one. Another A to Z challenge, U for Unicorn. This is the Loaf Unicorn by the Celestial Homebody. I've got $12 on this little cutie. And this is the gingerbread that I showed you in the last video I made for Christmas in July. I've got $20 on him. This is the Grinch I showed you guys. I love this Grinch. This is by Tailored Crochet on Etsy. And what do I have? I have $30 on him. Just because he's a good size and he takes, I think it took me 2 hours to make. So $30 for him. I've got Charmander. I made this, I believe, for the Share the Love Challenge, I think. I've got 15 on him. I probably should have put 18 on him, but he's 15. Little Charmander dude. This one I made for my summer solstice video. I made a little happy sun. It's gonna be a stress ball. I'm putting that in the booth. just because I haven't put them in there yet. It's been a while since I made that one. So little sun stress ball, I've got $8 on that. I really do like this. It's got really bright, vibrant colors. I hope that one sells. In my watermelon keychain, I put a keychain on it. This was from the A to Z challenge, and I have $6 on that. The watermelon keychain, actually I put bag clip on it because bag clips are popular and little kids are more apt to buy it if it says bag clip instead of keychain. And then I have two little gnome keychains, a purple and like a coral color. I've got $6 on those. Simple little gnomes. Alright, that is it for that basket. Let me put everything back real quick. Stuff everything back in there. On to the next basket. I am putting one of my cats in there. So this is my own pattern. So this is my headset holder cat. This one was a prototype. I did not put poly beads at the bottom of this one, so I'm selling this one just as like a little stuffy. But this pattern is to hold headphones, so I put poly beads in the bottom of it, so that way it sits and it's nice and steady when you put a pair of headphones on it. But this one does not, so I'm just selling it as a little stuffed animal, and I've got $15 on this. And he's got pink, pretty pink sparkly eyes. So this is a good pattern because you can sell it as just a regular stuffed cat, or use it, like I said, put poly beads in the bottom of it, and it holds your headsets for gamers or people who, you know, use headsets at work. So good option for a different cat pattern. I have a couple of lady frogs just because I made these for that little vendor event I had back in May. They didn't sell, so I've got these two little lady frogs. The bigger one I have $6 on, and it's kind of green and purple. And then this bright pink one that is in Posh is $5. So a couple lady frogs. Of course, my Christmas tree that you guys have seen. I have not been able to make a second one of these yet, but I have $8 on that. My Yeti that you guys have seen in the last couple videos, I have $12 on him. I wanted to do 15, but he's kind of smallish. I didn't think anybody would go for 15, so I did 12. $12 on him. I remembered my Santa gnome this time. I've got $8 on this one. So this was just a regular gnome pattern that I made red and white to turn him into Santa, and I want to do the little white pom-pom on the top for him as well. So I'm going to try and remember to go to like Dollar General or Walmart before we go to my booth and take some super glue. Yeah, super glue. To glue that on top. Alright, here is another Grinch I made. This is the small Grinch. So this is a no-sew pattern, and I don't remember who this one is by. No, I don't remember. So no-sew. You probably have seen this pattern. Lots of people make this little Grinch. I made this in the Premier Basic Chanel, and it turned out way bigger than the pattern. I made this guy last year, but in Posh, he turns out way smaller, more like that size. So in Premier Basic Chanel, he turns out a pretty good size. I don't know why I always do measurements compared to my head, because I have a big old head, that's why. But he's just got stuffing everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay. $15 for him. And he's got little eyebrows and making him look mean. That's so cute. And then the yellow safety eyes, sparkly safety eyes. And here are the Grinch ornaments I was telling you about. This is just my own pattern. So it's just a green ball with the red heart embroidered on it. And then instead of closing the top, I add a couple rounds of gray for the little metal piece and just make a loop on the top. I've got these for $7. I have 2 of those. Got 2 of those. Oh, and this is the other. I made these Christmas trees last year. This is not my pattern. I don't remember whose pattern it is. I'll try to remember to put them down in the description for you guys. But I've got a smaller one and a bigger one. This is in Posh, and this is Bernat Blanket. It's really cute. I really do like this pattern. And then just make a little like bobble stitch on the top for the star, which I probably could do that for the Santa hats. Put a little white bobble stitch on the top. I might do that. I've got $12 on this one and $15 on the bigger one. So a couple different Christmas trees for people to choose from. Oh, and here's my little Oogie Boogie keychains. Actually, I said bag clips on the tags. I made 2 of these. You guys have probably seen this pattern as well because it's pretty popular on Instagram. I don't remember who the pattern designer is, but love this guy. He's so cool. And he's in the kiwi color for the Premier Basic Chanel. It is the perfect color for him. If these sell, I might make a tan colored one as well, just in case somebody would rather have the tan version of him instead of the green. But yeah, really, really like that. And you can do different mouths like I have on him too. But I've got $7 on these guys. Really cute. This is from last year. This is a no-sew gingerbread pattern. I'm not sure. I think the eyes are too small now that I'm looking at this one. Holy crap. It needs bigger eyes, but it's just a little gingerbread no-sew circle, blob, ball. Look how small the eyes are on that. They need to be like twice that size. But he did not sell last year in my booth. We'll see if he sells this year. I think it's, I don't know, maybe it's because it's just too round. It looks like a gingerbread, like, drop cookie instead of the cutout cookie. So, $12 on that gingerbread. And then I've got another gingerbread. So I have 3 different gingerbreads that I'm taking. This one I made last year as well. This one is, the designer is, let me think of her name. Crocheting with Hudson, I think is her name. Yeah, I think it's Crocheting with Hudson. So this is the gingerbread I made last year. This is made with Bernat Blanket as well, I believe. I think so. I have $35 on this one because he's big. And look at those eyes. Those are some beautiful green eyes. Yeah, so a third gingerbread. This one is, the designer is the Wonder Crochet. This is her Christmas tree pattern that she came out with last year with the little legs and the face. This was a unique design. She really can come up with some creative ways to make patterns. This is no-sew, if you can believe that, other than making the star and putting the star on top. Yeah, super cute. Another Christmas tree. Oh, I have $25. $25 on that one because it did take me a little bit to make. I don't know, if it doesn't sell this time and then I put it back in come Christmas time, I might reduce that down to 25. Oh, and this is one of the Grinch ornaments that I made last year. It's a little bit lighter green in that other yarn that I showed you in my last video. And I have $8 on it. There are 2 tags on that one. $8 on it, and I have $7 on the other one, so I need to change the price on that to $7. Need to do that real quick. Almost done. So we have another Yeti. This is a little no-sew Yeti ball. I don't, as I said, I don't remember these designers, but I think this one is cute. I liked this one. Oh, and the yarn I used has sparkles in it. You probably can't see that on camera, but it is a sparkly white yarn. That's kind of cute. I don't remember, I made this last year. That's cute. I like it. I think he's cute, but he didn't sell last year, so we'll see if he sells this year. Another little Yeti. Oh, found another gnome. I need to price that little guy. Another green gnome. I need to put a price tag on him. I didn't see him in the bottom. Oh, I need to put a price tag on this too. This is my own pattern. This is a polar bear. I'll probably put a keychain on it and make it a bag clip. My daughter has one of these on her bag. Little fuzzy polar bear, no-sew polar bear. Let me know if anybody wants this pattern and I can write it up real quick. I can make it like a little free pattern. Cute, small, little polar bear. Probably going to do $6 on that just because it's in the fuzzy yarn. And look at that. I just noticed. Yo, I'm going to have to get a new keychain on that. That keychain's broke, so I got to fix that too. Alright, and then these last ones are cute. They didn't sell last year, but I'm going to try this year again. These are little Christmas lights. Isn't that cute? I should have put little loops on them so that you can hang them on your Christmas tree. This is that Bernat Baby Blanket Sparkle, and this has a little bit of a sparkle to it. I got that one. There's a pink one in sparkle. And a red one. I have $12 on these guys. I might reduce that down. If they don't sell come Christmas time, I'll probably mark them down to like 8 or 10. But 4 different colored Christmas lights. Okay. And then the final thing that I'm taking over there is the Piece Resistance. Is my giant Grinch. Alright, are you guys ready for him? Okay. Ready? Look at him. Look how big his head is. Gotta back up way up for this guy. Look at him. He is huge. His heart should have been a little bigger now that I'm looking at it in the camera. His head is a little bit wobbly. I think I overstuffed his head just a tad. He does have a little bit of a wobbly head. If anybody knows how to secure his head a little bit, let me know. I don't know if I can just go around with some more yarn. And like, I think I went around his head twice when no, this is a no-sew, so it is just increases at the neck. So maybe, what do you guys think? If I take some yarn and do like I'm sewing his head on, you think that would sturdy up that head some? Let me know down in the comments if you think that would work. But look how big he is. Okay, like, he is huge. Whew, I can't even back up far enough. So from the top of his head, which is the top of my head, to the bottom of his feet hit my hips. So yeah, he's like 3 foot tall. And to stand him up, you guys can't see it, but with his feet touching the ground, the top of his head is at my hip. And he's pretty pricey. I have $100 on this guy. I don't know if he should be more than that, but I did have him in the booth last year and he didn't sell. So I don't think I'm going to go down in price on him, but I don't know that he would sell for any higher than 100. So, what do you guys think? If you got to the end of the video and saw this big guy, just do a heart emoji because he's got a little heart on him. Just put a little heart emoji down in the comments. Let me know that you reached the end and was able to see this big guy. But that's going to be it for today. I got to get everything back in my basket. Price a couple items that I found didn't have prices on them. And then it'll be go time. We've got a busy day going on today, so we have got to go. So he's going to wave goodbye to you today. We are going to see how we do. Like I said, stay tuned. I will do a little recap next week once the event is over. Let you guys know what sold, what didn't, how much I made from the event, if any. And so thank you all so much for clicking in and watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Subscribe if you aren't already, and put a heart emoji down in the comments if you reached the end and got to see this big guy. So, bye.